Hey and welcome to the video. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you should click through to the link. Maybe we'll put one on the screen. There'll definitely be one in the description because I've written a very cool article. It's all about how to be happier if you're suffering from depression or if you just want to be happier in your life, which everyone does. So go and click through to the post because it's very cool. I also put a lot of funny old pictures of myself and other things that will help you that I won't mention in this video. So go ahead and click through, and the video will also be there so you can continue watching it there. So what am I going to talk about? My life has obviously changed a lot, and I think I've shown guys before changes in my game, changes in my fashion, changes in my haircut and stuff like that. But what has been a bigger change for me really comes down to the move from being a depressed boy to being a happy, content person. When I was a teenager, I think when I was about 12 years old, they sent me for the first time to a psychologist, and I would miss some classes during the school week where I'd have to go and sit with some woman, talk to her, draw pictures, and she would kind of analyse what the pictures said about me. I drew some river and it was with brown water, and she said, why have you done that? And I said, because the river's dirty in London, Thames is dirty. And she was like, no, it must mean something deeper in your life. And so from the age of 12 years old, I was getting sent to the psychologist for my problems, and it stemmed from not having any friends, feeling very bad about myself, about my appearance, about my self-confidence, things like standing up in class and speaking in front of people. I was terrified of that, and so I had so many fears and insecurities. Later in life, I had always, one or two friends, but even they didn't treat me well. One of my friends used to bully me from time to time, give me punches on the arm. I always had bruises. My mum even bought me some bruise cream, and then when the guys saw that in my house, they laughed at it and told everyone in school that I have bruise cream because I got beaten up so much. So, that was my life, and of course I missed a lot of school. I went to the psychologist. I was always staying in the house as much as possible. In the school holidays, I would stay in the house as long as 2 weeks at a time, so that when I actually did go out and was walking down the road, I felt really self-conscious. I didn't feel comfortable even walking and having people look at me. It felt very strange just to be out of the house. So I was in this very bad spot, and it did continue until I got my first girlfriend. Then I was happier for a time. But then after that finished, I was single for a number of years. I didn't have any social life. I didn't really do any activities. And so the depression came back until I dealt with it when I was 25 years old. So I spent a lot of my life unhappy, sitting at home, no friends, no girlfriends, playing PlayStation, watching too much TV, seeing other people's lives, and actually the only thing that used to make me happy was laughing at other people. I wanted other people to fail, even people that were supposed to be my friends. To be honest, I wasn't happy when their life was good, so that was a real sign that things were bad for me. In the post, I write all of the things that you can do to become happier, and it's based on my experience of doing things myself, but also working with clients. And now my life, I'm not the kind of person who you sometimes see at events like NLP seminars, Tony Robbins events, or Hare Krishna meetings, or religious things where people just seem happy for no reason, like they're kind of happy clappy. They say maybe, oh, I learned this NLP technique, now I'm happy every day. I say my affirmations and I'm always happy. I don't actually believe in that. I have kind of a base level of contentment. I'm not going around all the time with a smile on my face, but I feel good, I feel strong, and it takes a lot for my mood to calm down. From time to time, I still think, oh, what about this, what about that, and I have thoughts that are negative, but I think that's normal, and it never sticks, it's kind of a fleeting thing, and generally my mood is very good and solid and stable, and that's what I've been able to achieve. So my life now is very different. Firstly, I've got good social contacts around me, and this is important for me because even when I felt that I was ugly and a loser, my mum always told me that I was handsome and that I was cool and good. but we never believe what our parents say. So it was important for me to actually have friends around me that say, Richard, come out with us tonight, we want to spend time with you, we miss you, we haven't seen you for a long time, let's do something tonight. And especially when they're girls, pretty girls, especially when they're cool guys, something that gives you that kind of, you know, validation and proof that you're a good person, people want to spend time with you, is very powerful. Second thing that's very different, obviously, I have lots of girls in my life, beautiful girls, girls that I'm friends with, girls that I'm dating, girls that I'm dating, girls that want to date me, and this is obviously a nice source of you know, approval. And we talk about validation seeking being bad, and of course it is when you're trying to get validation from a girl saying, why do you like me, and things like that. I never say that, but it's a good feeling for a guy to be, you know, sitting in his house and knowing that he's got options, that girls want to meet him, that they'd rather meet him than meet other people and do other things. So that helps me. Something else that is different in my life now is I'm very busy. I have lots of activities that I do, different sports, things that I try, things that I'm achieving. Something as simple as, you know, learning Russian and having the progress in that. Something as simple as, you know, learning dancing or how to do anything better, and seeing that progress and achievement helps me. Having a mix of different focuses. So of course business is one thing, you know, that I would focus on, relationships is one, sport is one, reading and studying different things, learning different things. So I've got all of these different focuses, and that helps to bring a balance to my life. Something important as well is taking pleasure in simple things. I found things that I like that don't cost a lot of money, that don't require me to fly anywhere, that don't require anything special. I like, you know, having a bath, listening to an audiobook. I like going for a walk in the park. I like spending time with, you know, pretty girls. I like going to my gym, and after, you know, just sitting by the pool and relaxing, reading a book, using the steam room, all of this stuff. And on days like that, of course, I'm very happy. I'm not always looking, you know, to the next thing that I need to do, taking a trip or learning something or doing something. I'm happy kind of living in the moment. So I've made a lot of changes to my life. In the blog post I go into a lot more detail, so, you know, look below, read through that, and I can guarantee that if you take action as I outlined, you will be a happier, more content person. And again, it's none of that, you know, happy clappy thing about finding religion or, you know, using one stupid NLP trick and that changes your life. So guys, hope this video was useful. Hope you really like the blog post. If you do, please leave your comments, and that will inspire me to write more things that I think you'll like. See you soon.